say this to my Republican colleagues who are defending the indefensible. There will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain.
Right now, never before seen January 6th testimony and video on full display in a primetime hearing on Capitol Hill.
Plus, another mass shooting playing out tonight inside a workplace. An update from Maryland straight ahead.
And later, how a grant is helping the city of Madison reduce food waste. We'll tell you about this new program. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. New video, audio, and live testimony front and center tonight, being showcased in a primetime January 6th committee hearing. Tonight's event was the first public hearing in a series the committee plans to hold, where they will lay out their findings.
CBS's Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill with what we learned tonight.
In a rare primetime hearing, the Select House Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack began laying out what it has learned so far.
Donald Trump oversaw and coordinated a sophisticated 7-part plan to overturn the presidential election and prevent the transfer of presidential power.
The committee revealed video never before seen by the public.
I am not allowed to say what's going to happen today because everyone's just going to have to watch.
As it played, tears flowed for Officer Harry Dunn, who helped defend the Capitol, and Sandra Garza, the girlfriend of Officer Brian Sicknick, who died the day after the attack.
What I saw was just a war scene.
The panel also heard testimony from U.S. Capitol Police Officer Caroline Edwards, who suffered a traumatic brain injury that day.
I mean, I saw friends with blood all over their faces. I was slipping in people's blood. I just remember that moment of stepping behind the line and just seeing the absolute war zone that the West Front had become.
The committee has interviewed around 1,000 witnesses, including some of former President Trump's family. But several of his allies have fought subpoenas, including House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy.
And let's be honest, it is a smokescreen for Democrats to push their radical agenda.
Last May, Senate Republicans blocked the creation of a nonpartisan committee that would have given both parties subpoena power and delivered a report by the end of 2021. Instead, the House Select Committee's next hearing is Monday, with several more this month. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And former Vice President Mike Pence's counsel, Greg Jacob, is scheduled to testify before the committee in its June 16th hearing.
The mob of Trump supporters we heard chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," outside the Capitol. A gubernatorial candidate in Michigan has been released on bond, arrested earlier today on charges related to his alleged involvement in the January 6th riot. FBI agents raided Ryan Kelly's home and took him into custody on misdemeanor charges. The DOJ has not yet said exactly what those charges are. Michigan has not yet held its primary for Republican candidates seeking to defeat incumbent Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Washington, D.C. preparing for rallies this weekend. March of Our Lives events expected to happen in hundreds of cities on Saturday, and planned events are in at least 45 states. It is an anti-gun violence march and will feature many high-profile names, including the granddaughter of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Well, let's turn things over to weather now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
It turned out to be a really nice afternoon and a nice evening out here on the patio. Could have just spent the whole newscast out here, actually. Temperature-wise, we saw highs in the upper 70s. A really seasonable afternoon with that sunshine. Overnight lows early today in the upper 40s. It won't be quite as cool for us tonight, though, so we do have some cloud coverage building in. Our Doppler track is quiet, but off to the west, the showers starting to creep into Iowa. And we're going to keep an eye on some showers building in for us tomorrow, especially in the late afternoon and evening. Temperatures are currently in the low 60s. We'll fall a few more degrees for us for our overnight lows. Tomorrow, plan on scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon and evening, and some more rain chances as we look ahead to Saturday. The good news, though, it's a bit of a split weekend forecast. We will have drier weather on Sunday, but we'll time out the rain at least for the next 48 hours in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. Dane County investigators are looking for a 1996 to 2002 Chevy Express van This is in connection with their death investigation from last night. They say that van, which may look like one of these pictured here, may have been in the area where a body was found on County Highway MM last night, near County Highway A in the town of Oregon. They say it may have front end, passenger side, and windshield damage. MM reopened early this morning after being closed for more than 10 hours while investigators were on the scene. As of now, investigators have not released the name of the person who was found dead.
And developing tonight, another mass shooting in America, this time in a small Maryland town, less than 10 miles away from Camp David. 3 men died and another was wounded when a gunman opened fire at the manufacturing facility where he worked. The shooter, who used a handgun, is said to be a 23-year-old man from West Virginia and is still hospitalized. A state trooper was also injured in a shootout with a suspect about 5 miles away from the facility. And in Alabama, a man was shot and killed by an officer outside of an elementary school this afternoon after an altercation with a school resource officer. This happened in the city of Gadsden in the northeast part of the state. At least 34 students were inside Walnut Park Elementary School when the man tried to get inside. Police say the suspects tried taking the officer's firearm. A backup responding officer shot and killed him. This incident is under investigation.
New information tonight about the controversial arrest of Quadrin Wilson. Recently unsealed documents show officers involved in the arrest opened fire because they thought they were being shot at from Wilson's vehicle. However, the investigation confirmed Wilson was not armed. 21 officers and agents from multiple agencies converged on Wilson's car. This was February 3rd. The documents say responding officers described a gun being fired from the passenger side of the vehicle. Officers claimed they returned fire after that, hitting Wilson in the torso before he was arrested. A member of the arrest team also claimed to see a gun inside the car, but again, after a search, no gun was found. Prosecutors eventually levied several drug charges against Wilson after the arrest, to which he reached a plea agreement. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison and 3 years extended supervision. Last week, the sheriff's office said it had completed its investigation and forwarded its findings to the Dane County District Attorney's Office for review.
New tonight, the UW System's Board of Regents voted today to continue a tuition freeze for in-state undergraduate students. The tuition freeze for state undergraduates has been in place since the 2013-2014 fiscal year. Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra welcomed the arrival of 110,000 pounds of infant formula in Texas today. It's part of Operation Fly Formula. This shipment started in Germany. It's enough for 1.6 million 8-ounce bottles. Banana peels, coffee grounds, and eggshells are all things you may toss straight into your trash bin.
But now the city of Madison has a new place for you to put them with conservation in mind. Tahalil Mohdeen joins us with those details.
For years, the city of Madison has been working to reduce food waste. Just last summer, the Madison Common Council adopted a resolution meant to advance sustainable food systems. And now a new grant from the USDA is helping put those interests into practice.
It's not icky. It's actually part of the circle of life.
Stacey Reese is excited to take a new step towards minimizing food waste in the community.
We've already had a lot of residents reach out and ask us questions, so we're thinking we're going to have a lot of participation, which is great.
Next week, the city is set to launch its food scraps recycling program as part of an effort to divert 50% of food waste from the Dane County landfill by 2030.
Our landfill has limited space.
Right now, 20% of all waste at the landfill is food waste, the biggest contributor.
Putting those nutrients away from the landfill and back into our soil to help grow new fruits and vegetables.
To address the problem, city leaders are working with local farmers.
I had Neighborhood Food Solutions actually reach out to City of Madison looking for sources for their compost.
And they say it's not just farmers who would benefit.
Can help you save money by reducing food waste in the first place through proper meal planning. And also it's helpful for the environment. Organic material releases methane, which is a contributor to climate change.
With food scraps drop-off sites at both the McPike Park and South Madison farmers markets, city leaders are hoping by moving away from limited curbside collection, they won't have issues with cross-contamination.
At these farmers market drop-off sites, we will actually have staff from Sustain Dane that will be at the tables to help residents know if their materials that they're bringing are the right materials that can then be taken to the urban farm for soil remediation.
And if things go well there, they say they'll likely look to expand the program throughout the city.
City leaders say the farmers market drop-off sites model a program implemented in Baltimore, which was very successful. The food scraps recycling initiative will kick off on Tuesday.
Tahalil, thank you. An update now to a story we first told you about last night. 5 U.S. Marines are dead after a military aircraft crashed during a training mission Wednesday near Glamis, California. Equipment recovery efforts have begun. An investigation into the incident involving the famed Osprey aircraft is underway. And today, one of our News 3 Now reporters traveled with members of the Wisconsin National Guard, which included an airlift from Truax Field in Madison to Fort McCoy near Tomah. Will Keneally reports from Fort McCoy.
As the National Guard transitions from their pandemic mission, we got the opportunity to tour 3 installations in the state, Truax and Volk Field, as well as Fort McCoy. We heard from National Guard leaders about upcoming trainings that they are doing, including Northern Lightning, that will bring Air National Guard and other units from around the country to central Wisconsin, and the Director of Wisconsin Emergency Management about how the organization preps for urban search and rescue around the state. We'll have more on the Guard's next steps in the coming days and weeks. Reporting from Fort McCoy, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
On Mineral Point Road today, a crowd gathering for a vigil in memory of a man who was killed while riding his bike there earlier this week. Local advocacy group Madison Bikes helped organize the vigil, which included placing a white ghost bike in the area of Mineral Point Road and Ganser Way. Tonight, the medical examiner identified him as 29-year-old Taylor Dunn from Madison. A woman has been arrested in connection and is facing homicide charges. Still to come tonight, the top pipe fitters in the Midwest in Madison today for a different kind of competition.
Plus, meet the Wisconsin dog, just a little fella, a 2-year-old St. Bernard, heading to this year's Westminster Dog Show. Stay with us.
It's Ho-Chunk Gaming Cruise in the Dells giveaways, where on June 24th, you'll have a chance to win a brand new Chevy Silverado truck, along with $1,500 in cash and $500 in rewards play. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Saturday, June 11th at Ho-Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Bev Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit vetawi.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
It's Ho-Chunk Gaming Cruise in the Dells giveaways, where on June 24th, you'll have a chance to win a brand new Chevy Silverado truck, along with $1,500 in cash and $500 in rewards play. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
Some of the PGA's most recognizable names tee off for a great cause at the AmFam Championship.
Tomorrow we'll take you to University Ridge Golf Course for a preview.
Shower and thunderstorm chances return tomorrow, but warm weather returns next week. The latest tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Madison Night Market returning for a second time this season, held the second Thursday of the month. More than 7,000 attendees come downtown each market. The remaining 2022 dates are on August 11th and September 8th. It runs from 4 to 8 p.m.
And new tonight, the city of Madison and Monona Terrace celebrating the return of the Concert on the Rooftop series. This is now the 25th year for the free concert series. The performances will be on Thursdays through July 7th. There will also be a special 25th anniversary celebration on July 23rd. Well, check this out. NASA is assembling a team to study UFOs. The agency says it wants to know more about the phenomenon. I'm not sure if these are modern computers. They may want to have to go those. It says it's interested for national security and air safety reasons. The study begins in early fall and is expected to take 9 months.
Wall Street's woes really hurt Main Street's wallets earlier this year. According to today's data from the Federal Reserve Bank, Americans' wealth took a nosedive in the first quarter of 2022. Households and nonprofit organizations saw their net worth drop $500 billion. At the same time, stocks experienced steep drops and corporate equities saw $3 trillion slashed from their value. Well, if you think rent prices are high here, check out the prices in New York. For the fourth consecutive month, the median cost of rent hit a record high for May. Average rent is about $4,000 a month. That's about 25% higher from a year ago.
A dog from Wisconsin is heading to New York to compete in the Westminster Dog Show. This is Panda, a 2-year-old St. Bernard. Panda bred in Monroe County by a family who now has a hefty dog food bill. They have 8 St. Bernards. Only the top 5 dogs per breed are invited to compete in what's known as the Super Bowl of dog shows. Panda didn't get an invite this year, but his owners were able to enter him into the competition. Panda has been all over the United States, and he'll head to New York for the Westminster later this month. The Biden administration wants to standardize electric vehicle charging for the network of charging stations. It has pledged to fund. Its new proposed rule would require the 500,000 stations it's funding to be interoperable, just like how a gas pump will work with any gas vehicle. Currently, the electric vehicle world uses 3 charging standards. The charging stations are being funded by the federal infrastructure law just signed last November.
Steam Fitters Local 601 in Madison hosting an apprentice contest to find the best steam fitters in the Midwest. The top Wisconsin apprentices showcasing their skills in the steam fitting, HVAC, welding, plumbing, and sprinkler fitting categories in a competition with apprentices from 10 other neighboring states. District winners will go on to compete in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the international competition in August. Well, another day, another product shortage to tell you about. One of the world's largest hot sauce producers is anticipating a major shortage of Sriracha. Hoi Fung Foods says severe weather conditions affected the quality of its chili peppers, and their current inventory does not meet the demand.
A little rain before we get the weekend. Plenty of sun out there today. Meteorologist Dana Fulton out with your certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
Yeah, it was nice to enjoy the sunshine this afternoon and some really comfortable temperatures for our Thursday. But as we look ahead to the weekend, it's going to include some shower chances. In fact, Friday we have showers late in the afternoon and evening, and more rain expected for us on Saturday into early Sunday morning. The good news, by Sunday afternoon does get a little better outside. We're back to sunshine, drier conditions for most of the day on Sunday. But next week, summer is really going to settle in. High temperatures expected to climb above average, and we could have a few days where heat index readings get close to 100. So we'll talk about that heat wave in just a few minutes. Our Doppler track looks pretty smooth for us in southern Wisconsin. Some rain off to the west, and we're going to be talking about rain tomorrow afternoon. Skies steadily becoming mostly cloudy overnight, with temperatures dropping to the upper 50s for our overnight lows. We'll be variably cloudy for Friday, with these spotty showers popping up in the late afternoon and evening. Notice some folks might be seeing some steady rainfall while others are enjoying sunshine. That's going to be the trend for us tomorrow evening. We'll just keep an eye on the radar if you do have any outdoor Friday evening plans. And the same goes for Saturday. Saturday will be mostly cloudy with scattered showers through the day. Now our Saturday rain chances come through a little more of a light rain for us in the afternoon. But later on in the evening and overnight, we could see some heavier rainfall heading into early Sunday morning before things start to dry up Sunday afternoon. So rainfall totals by the end of Friday will have have some bullseye spots where we'll pick up close to about 3/4 of an inch, but most of the light areas picking up near to about a 1/4 of an inch. Now, by Saturday night, some areas will be starting to approach 2 inches of accumulation because we will have that heavier rainfall late into Sunday morning. But notice again, some areas not seeing quite as much. So there is going to be a gradient there with our accumulation totals. For tomorrow, with that cloud coverage, high temperatures backing off just a few degrees, but still quite seasonable in the mid-70s. We'll be at 74 in Madison with showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. After that, we're looking at a warmer trend still for the middle of the month. Quite likely that our temperatures will be trending above average. One of those days in particular, though, a little hotter than the rest. So we have added an alert day to the forecast for Tuesday. High temperatures on Tuesday will be in the low 90s. And when you factor in our dew points, our heat index readings will be in the mid to upper 90s. So it is going to be hot and humid outside for Tuesday. Just a good reminder to make sure you stay extra hydrated with water on Tuesday if you're spending a long period of time outside. Over the next few days, we're in the 70s. We have sunshine on Sunday. Monday we get closer. Sunday we're close to 80. Monday we're at 80 degrees. Tuesday in the low 90s. For the back half of next week, after we get through some rain on Wednesday, it does dry out and back off just a little bit. Still trending above average in the mid to low 80s, but not quite as humid outside for us for the following weekend.
And coming up in sports, Team USA skates by Canada with ease. How a big first period pushed the Americans past their rivals and gave them their win in their group stage. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's a short drive to big adventure at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in the Port of Dubuque. General admission gets you access to all exhibits for 2 consecutive days. Plan your adventure at rivermuseum.com.
News 3 Now, winner of 18 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
The Grammy-winning songs, the Tony-winning movies, Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. At Overture Center, June 14th through 19th. Tickets at overture.org.
Arby's new Market Fresh lemonades are $1. Made with real fruit purees from real fruit, real cane sugar from real sugar cane, and real water from real water. Arby's, we have the meat.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
That's right, it's me, Charlie, Wish Specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted.
Oh, he's good. Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killian. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit vetawi.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
It's time to get up close and personal with nature while getting hands-on with science. Make plans to visit the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in the Port of Dubuque, Iowa, for new exhibits, new films, and new experiences.
In women's hockey, it doesn't get any bigger than this. They're the top 2 programs in the world each year in, year out. So you know who I'm talking about. The United States and Canada, and tonight the two dropped the puck in the final game of their group stage. Blue sweaters for the Americans tonight, and you couldn't have asked for a better first period. Future Badger Layla Edwards finds Molly Jordan. She rips one into the back of the net to put the U.S. up 2-0. Then later in the period, the U.S. on the attack again, and Ava Lindsay dekes and then flips it up and in to make it 3-0. Team USA dominates Canada and wins their group. 7-0 is the final. 11 o'clock tomorrow is when Jerry Kelly will hit the links, and all eyes are going to be on the Madison native. He's a 2-time defending AmFam champ and enters this tournament on a roll. Last week, Kelly won the Principal Charity Classic, so he knows there's going to be a target on his back. But he also knows what he did last week or last year means absolutely nothing once he hits the #1 tee box.
Do you feel like you're going for a three-peat? It's like we start at 0 every single week. Yeah, you can either look at it like you're tied for first or you're tied for last, right, when you start the tournament. But just because you won last year or you won last week, when we tee it up on Friday, it means nothing.
The DeForest boys golf team wrapped up their season on Tuesday at the state meet, and ending their season at state isn't anything new to them, but how they got there is. This young group of Norskies did it by sticking to Scott Simeon's advice and just taking it slow. Scott Simeon has a youth movement going on at DeForest.
The uniqueness of having 14 and 15-year-olds doing as well as they are is really pretty special.
And his group of 5 freshmen,
I'm shocked. I'm just so shocked that we made it this far.
Have been turning some heads on the links.
My expectation wasn't really going to state right away. I was just excited to play the season, and hopefully we could put something together.
As a team of all freshmen, the Norskies won their sectional tournament, qualified for the state meet.
We're just going to go out and play. One shot at a time. I mean, how many times you hear that, right?
And earned a nickname around town.
Pretty cool that we already have a nickname.
The DeForest Fab 5.
I don't know. I guess we're fabulous, I guess, but it's a great name.
Oh, they were kind of oblivious to, the whole Michigan basketball thing, but, that moniker has kind of been kind of fun for them.
As far as the golf goes, they've been listening to their coach and just taking it slow.
If you just start going fast, you just don't care about anything, and you just play bad golf.
It doesn't matter how old you are. If you start to worry about 4 shots ahead or what your score is or what the end result could be, then you're really not focused on what you're doing.
Because Simeon knows, on the course or not,
I think right now they're just enjoying each other. They're best friends, and they're just playing golf and having fun.
It's important to live in the moment.
Good.
State softball, Division I quarterfinal, Sun Prairie taking on Milton, and it was a big second inning for the Cardinals. Taylor Baker rips one too hot to handle to bring in 2, part of a 4-run inning for Sun Prairie, and that was more than enough run support for Baker. She pitched a complete game shutout while striking out 13. Sun Prairie moves on with a 5-0 win. We're back after this.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Now is Now's the time to transform your home. It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion. Right now, every Comfort 365 window style is 40% off.
At Champion, we make buying new windows easy. Unlike some other companies, we control every step of the process. We design, build, install, and guarantee it for life.
Upgrade your home and get 40% off all styles. Call now or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Everything's so expensive, it's stretching our family thin. It never used to be like this. It's tougher on us to make ends meet because America's too dependent on China, and Ron Johnson's making it worse. He voted against cracking down on China with tougher trade deals and voted for tax breaks to corporations shipping jobs overseas, and even refused to punish China when it manipulates its currency. And Ron Johnson even defended shipping American jobs overseas. Senator Johnson, stop making it easier on China and tougher on us.
Get the Planet Fitness Black Card, our most popular membership for zero enrollment and only $24.99 a month. With access to 2,000 plus locations, bring a friend every time you visit.
I love friends.
And relaxing massage chairs.
That makes me so happy.
The PF Black Card is your ticket to all the perks. Look at that glow.
Oh, it's all natural.
It's this place, I tell you. So get glowing and feel fit-tacular for zero enrollment and only $24.99 a month. Deal ends Wednesday, June 15th.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Tee off with us June 13th at the Geo's Garden Golf Classic.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And finally tonight, NASA is giving you control over a space telescope with a new free online video game. Looks like Atari. The space agency launched. I don't know what Atari is. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's true. Aging myself. The agency launched the Roman Space Observer. This retro-styled game gives players the chance to control the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, which is set to be launched by 2027. Your job in the game is simple. Use the big blue icon to catch as many objects in space as possible, including supernovas, galaxies, and rogue exoplanets.
I'm just not sure about their graphics. I think they were using those computers we saw earlier in the NASA video. That's a little, they can upgrade their
Commodore 64.
Fun game, Space Invaders, for all you Atari fans from years ago. Dana, final check of the forecast. We know you don't know what Atari is.
Hey, really?
But your graphics are much nicer.
Thank you. Give me okay, I'll take it. Some showers and storms tomorrow. Same goes for Saturday. A little drier on Sunday, and then much warmer next week.
Summertime. Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.